Hello viewers, welcome to my channel Purna Educare. In today's video I am going to show you the content of MCOM entrance examination. As you all people have completed your BCom from the various colleges located in the different universities of India. So for this purpose I am going to show you the roadmap for the preparation of MCOM entrance. So guys, I have been classified the entire MCOM syllabus into some parts. I am going to give you the details regarding to the parts. So we have the 10 parts. The first part is business law. So second part is financial accounting. The third part is corporate accounting, and fourth part is auditing, and fifth part is business economics. Yes. Coming to the sixth part, that is business organization, and the seventh part is business statistics. The eighth part is financial services, banking and insurance, and the ninth part is general English, and the 10th part is general knowledge and current affairs. Yes. Moving forward with the detailed explanation of the first part, business law. As you all people have studied the business law syllabus in your graduation. In the business law, you have covered the Contract Act, you have covered Sale of Goods Act, Consumer Protection Act, some parts of Companies Act 2013. So now the multiple choice questions will be asked in the MCOM entrance from the types of contracts. From Sale of Goods Act, the definitions. From the Consumer Protection Act, we have different type of councils, right? From the Companies Act, we have types of companies, right? We have some kind of doctrines. Yes, so the multiple choice questions will be asked from all these parts. You have to be very much clear from concepts point of view. Generally the multiple questions will be given from the concepts. See, for example, they will be giving you the one circumstance, you need to find that what kind of contracts are there. Like for example, they will be asking you the multiple choice question on the void contract. They will be explaining you the circumstances and they will be asking you what kind of contract does it. So is it an void, or it is an avoidable, or is it a void of initio? You have to be very clear in selecting the answers. Yes. Coming to the second part is financial accounting. As you all people know, accounting starts. So accounting starts from the accounting cycle. As you all people know, you people are very much interested and aware of bookkeeping, right? Yes. The financial accounting, we have the concept called as bookkeeping. So normally the bookkeeping, and then it starts with the journalizing, posting, ledger posting, preparation of trial balance, preparation of final accounts. Yes, yeah, we have some amount of consignments, bills of exchange. So generally the multiple choice questions will be asked from accounting concepts, accounting conventions, yes, from the consignment point of view and hire purchase point of view, right? All these questions will be covered from the financial accounting. You have to be very clear with different methods of accounting treatments, whatever it might be. See, coming to the depreciation, which is a part of financial accounting, generally these questions will be asked to calculate the value of an asset after a certain period of time. So what happens? You have to be, or you need to be in a position to calculate the value of depreciation. You have one methods to calculate the depreciation, like for example straight line method, or like the example written down value method. For all this purpose, you need to be very much familiar with the formulas as well as concepts. The multiple choice questions will be asked on the basic concepts as well as application of the formula. You have to be very clear with the different variables in the formula. So that will be the part of financial accounting. Coming to the corporate accounting, so in corporate accounting includes normally the company's final accounts as well as issue of shares, issue of bonus shares, then after departmental accounts, bank accounts, yes, acquisition of business, amalgamation, reconstruction. You have to be very much expertized in the concepts. For example, in the amalgamation, let us take an example of amalgamation. As you all people are aware of purchase consideration, calculation of purchase consideration. So generally he will be giving you the question, the multiple choice question consisting of purchase consideration calculation variables. He will be giving you the certain variables. You have to calculate the purchase consideration. in order to know or in order to calculate the purchase consideration, you have to be very much cleared with regards to what kind of amalgamation it is, whether it is a form of merger. Are you understanding? Yes. So whether it is a type of merger or whether it is a type of purchase, you have to be very clear. And for that purpose, they may give you some kind of hints, or they may give some kind of clues or conditions. On the basis, you have to calculate the purchase consideration. It is a part of an example. So you have to be very much clear with regards to the formulas, methods. Right? Yeah, in the bank accounts you have in schedules. Yes, yeah, they will be giving you some items in the question, in the multiple choice questions. They will be asking you to calculate the total value of the schedule 1 or schedule 2 or whatever it might be. So in order to know, or in order to answer the questions relating to the schedules in the bank accounts, you must be able to, you must be in a position to know what items comes under concerned schedules, right? Yeah. This is a part of corporate accounting. Then coming to the auditing, as you all people know, auditing is a purely theory subject. Very interesting topics we have. Auditing comes with, auditing starts when accounting ends. As you all people know, in the auditing, we have a types of auditing. Yes, we have a types of auditing. We have a verification. We have the vouching. All these topics are very much familiar. And generally the questions from the company's audit will be too frequently asked. You should be in a position to understand the provisions of the company's audit. So generally on general basis, from past experience, I can say that you can expect a minimum 4 to 5 questions in any MCOM entrance on the auditing perspective. Yes, moving to the business economics. As you all people know, business economics deals with microeconomics as well as macroeconomics. So microeconomics speaks from individual point of view and macroeconomics speaks from society at the large. So generally the multiple choice questions will be asked from the microeconomics part in the form of some theorems. Yes, some kind of theories they will be asking. The demand, whatever it might be, the demand or the supply, they will be giving you some units of variables. You have to calculate the elasticity of demand, right? Yes, market equilibrium. Yes, market equilibrium, forms of market. All these questions are the part of microeconomics. We're coming to the macroeconomics. Generally, the concepts called as GDP, inflation, national income, international trade, or whatever it might be, all these questions, generally these kind of questions will be asked from the macroeconomics point of view. Some kind of regulatory authorities, whatever the regulatory authorities with regards to Indian economy will be asked in the macroeconomics section of business economics. So you have to be very clear from the microeconomics point of view and macroeconomics point of view. You have to be very clear with concepts. You have to be very clear with establishment of regulatory authorities. The questions will be asked in the business economics. A very example is, when did the RBI established? So it is a part of a macroeconomics. The question may come from business economics parameter. The very next part is business organization. As you all people know, we are very much familiar with the business organization concept. Generally, this business organization will be dealt in the semester 1 or the first year of various graduation programs throughout the India. So in the business programs, generally the questions will be rising from like types of business organizations, that is like sole proprietorship, partnership or joint stock company, whatever it might be. So in the sole proprietorship, again regarding some kind of registrations or the advantages or the limitations of sole proprietors, the multiple choice questions will be asked from the types from the advantages and limitations of the sole proprietor. In the partnership, again in the partnership, the questions, as you all people are familiar, right? So generally the partnership definition and what are the limitations of the partnership. The multiple choice questions will be asked from the limitations of the partnership and advantages of the partnership. And coming to the joint stock company, we all people know, again coming to the joint stock company, the Companies Act comes into the picture. So you may be rushed into the questions like, the question paper may carry this kind of questions like types of companies, provisions regarding registration of companies, provisions regarding alteration of memorandum of association, articles of association, right? So all these questions are very much familiar with regards to business organization. We are coming to the business statistics. as you all people are very much aware of business statistics. Generally in the business statistics we do have the concepts introduction, we have some limitations. Yes, we have measures of central tendency, that is the mean, median, or median, mode, or whatever it might be. The measures of skewness, yes, whatever it might be. Measures of deviation, that is like range, quartile deviation, whatever it might be. Again, you may get the questions from Karl Pearson coefficient and Boyle's coefficient of skewness. They will be giving you the variables. You have to calculate the skewness, Karl Pearson skewness, Karl Pearson coefficient of skewness, and Boyle's coefficient of skewness using the variables. Use the formula and just apply the formula and use those variables. You will be getting the answers. Yes, next, in the very next session, the concepts with financial services, banking and insurance. Yes, in this category, generally the multiple choice questions will be asked from the types of banks. Then after, the banking regulations, new banking reforms, whatever the new banking reforms, and what are the impacts of banking reforms. You have to be very much specified with the statistics or with the data related to the banking reforms. And yes, certain establishments, yes, establishment of new banks, you have to be very clear with regards to the establishment year, right? Yes. Then after, we have an insurance. Yes, as you all people know, insurance comes with life insurance and general insurance. So some kind of regulatory authorities, establishments, they may ask in the examinations, right? LIC, establishment of LIC, or establishment of any kind of other IRDA, regulatory authority of insurance. So generally the questions may carry from the establishment of regulatory authorities. This comes over here. And the very ninth part is general English. So this is a non-core topic out of what is a core area. General English, as you all people know, this is very quite common in the various competitive examinations, various employment examinations as well. You can you need to be very familiar with the basic English rules and basic parts of speech, active voice, passive voice, and you have to be you need to be in a position to understand the passage and answer the questions relating to the passage. And very much the least and the next and the last and latest, last but not least topic, that is the general knowledge and current affairs. So generally in MCOM entrance, the GK and current affairs will be asked from the commerce point of view, not from general point of view. You have to be very clear. These concepts will be asked from commerce point of view. So with regards, for example, so in the very recent times, what was the memorandum of understanding happened between India and Japan with related to international trade? So you can expect this kind of questions. You have to be very familiar with the current happenings which are related to the commerce aspect. I hope this is very clear of my explanation. I guess you have a clear expansion, like what to focus and how to focus, and I'm sure that I'm going to cover all these topics separately and topic wise. I'm going to give you the description as well as some multiple choice questions will be solved. I hope this explanation really helped you to get some kind of information regarding MCOM entrance, right? For more updates, stay tuned. You don't forget to subscribe my channel and tap on the bell icon for more updates, and you will be getting more multiple choice questions on all these topics, and I'm sure that you will crack good rank and you will get seat in the good college with high amount of recognition. Thank you. Jai Hind.